Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Dose of the hurry up here. Allen on 3rd down. Drops it off to Cook. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First down. A gain of 15.
On 1st down, Allen. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Falcons.
To throw again, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. He'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Tackle made by Von Miller.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And the Bills have a 1st down.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Down 80! Stop. Look out!
Now the shotgun give to Cook. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through 1 tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and
Play action now with Allen.
the 23-yard line.
That one connects. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Drake London with the touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Falcons nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 4th and long. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. First and 10 from the 32. Give to Cook, running left. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And give them 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up third and very short.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Bills first down. 2 yards on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Devon Holland there to make the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. Connects with his back. Hall. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Moore with a return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. First down throw for Allen. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. James Cook the intended target. And now it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They start the drive with Hall. Across the 45 and still going. And he's down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
7 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
We're through one on
42-yard line.
Monday Night Prime Time. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here's Kyler to throw. Buying some time left. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Brought in. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Polk with a point after. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. 14, it's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. Moore with a return. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And off to Cook here out of his own read. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They'll cobble together a yard there. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Allen on 3rd and 2. That one complete to Pitts. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Gain of 6.
6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
It's a gain of 6.
Allen on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen gonna throw again. Here's a screen for Cook. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Quick pass right side, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A minute 56 seconds left in our first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. To the air again, Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Complete to number 4, James Cook. 10 yards on the pickup.
Again, Allen to the air. Thomas caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Cook. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Bills earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills tie things up at 14.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Forced out to his right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort. Out of bounds all the way down at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bills 14.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On 1st down, Allen. That's more on the quick slant. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And it looks great flying through the air, Bronx, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Allen on 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. To throw again, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Wanted to fit that one into Davante Adams. So 2nd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
19 more yards. That's another Bills.
Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Kyler throwing here. Rolling left, buying some time. Brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he has this down to the 34. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's a Falcon 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Headed out right. Going right back to Kincaid. Complete. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play.
And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
It's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now Allen. Man downfield, and he finds London. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down, Buffalo.
Allen now on 1st down. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
That's good for the Bills. First down.
1st down throw for Allen. Hits his running back. And they take him down right along the 30.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Bills. First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bills.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Working quickly here.
That's another Bills. First down. First and goal at the 6.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Allen going to throw again. That one connects. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start the 2nd half with some needed points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bills 21. Wishnowski set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action now, Murray. It's complete to Hooper. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they're going to take over at midfield thanks to that fumble.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Allen fires out wide, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And goes to the hurry up here.
17 yards. And the Bills, first down.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Dumped off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Offense in the hurry-up here.
That's good for a Bills first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Bills first down.
On 1st down, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, they don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
On the sneak, it's Allen. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
So even with the penalty, they're still electing for the point after and a tie game.
The kick is good. That will tie the game. 28-all. Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Toss play. This is Hall. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Looking for a pass on second and short. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Again, it's Cook. Oh, he lost the football. And the Falcons scoop it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
Well, that was such...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the fourth. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying it left side with Cook. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to the air. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Green, green, green.
Off the play action, here's Murray. That one complete to Hooper. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. Give him 8 on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
to him. Down he goes. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
Kate, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Bills bringing an extra DB out. Third down. Looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Taking a chance to the end zone. Another kick bounces off their hands in the end zone, bro. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. Got all of it, and this is good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Okay, remember when Sebastian Janikowski was taken to the first round by the Raiders? It was because he could make kicks of this distance. Today, boy, we see kickers seemingly every week getting this job done, but it doesn't in any way minimize the accomplishment.
Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bills have a first down.
A gain of 14.
Cook trying this one up the gut. This great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. I gotta imagine, partner, there are a lot of folks shaking their heads at seeing that. He has battled interceptions all season, and here, well, he's now been picked off on back-to-back drives.
Yeah, shaking their heads because on this drive and throughout the season...
They did it! He made the interception! That's Cole Bishop! And the Bills have some new life in the fourth!
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you gotta know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. The 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Bills trailed by a field goal. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Allen. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
To throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Now run by Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Setting up to pass. It's inside the 10. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. He finds fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it! Someone punched it out! And the Falcons get to it!
You get down in these compacted areas, Kate, and things happen.
Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes second and short. Cook has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
They go to him again. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it fourth and goal.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Big moment for Tyler Bass here. It's just 21 yards down the pipe. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Third down, 7 to go on this opening drive of overtime. Third and long. They're going to throw. Connects with his back. Hall. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far. In past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yep, that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this third down, Brock, as this is out at least a few yards behind the line. Now remember, the other side has a shot to answer a touchdown here with the new overtime rules in the regular season. But that might not even come into play if this opening drive comes up empty.
Yep, and this defense is doing its best so far to make sure all it's going to take is a field goal to win, Kate. They want to win this game with their play on this opening series, and that type of negative play, tackle for loss, is exactly the effort you want.
Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. On now comes their punter. And this needs to be a good one. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This is Cook on the handoff. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They get 35 out of that play. And the Bills have a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Running out of the gun with Davis. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's Cook. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. If they can do something here, ready to operate on 2nd down. There's another for him. And this time he mixes it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills claim a 6-point lead. It's a James Cook touchdown.